Tell us about the hopes that this new administration might bring to relax some of these visa restrictions, particularly these H1B visas that have been so important for many of these IT services companies in India.
And I do want to congratulate Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Clearly, the democracy has won, and we do believe that the Biden administration's stated policy towards H1B is relatively more constructive. It is looking at how to be able to get talent into US, and they will increase the quota as per their own manifestos. And what is more important to the Tech Mahindra employees or Indian IT industry is that there was a ban on the spouses working. We do hope that people realize that that is also a source of talent, that is also contributes to the US economy, and the spouses, if they are allowed to work, I do believe it will be a positive step.
CP, of course, these visas have been a challenge for quite a few years, and you must have done quite a lot to mitigate the challenges thrown up by not being able to get this access. Tell us a little bit about that and how it plays into perhaps a bit more liberalization in terms of those visas, visa documents in the United States.
In a lot of ways, it has been more like a three-pronged approach. We have worked with the Ministry of Commerce in India to actually prove a point that we have created a lot of jobs in US. Number two is we clearly have realized that we cannot always depend on the manpower traveling from one city in India or any other part of Asia to fulfill the urgent requirements. So what we have done is with the customers and sometimes with the local government, collaborated and created what I would say a STEM talent pool. So it is a collaboration with the local government, local academia and local administration to create a local talent pool. That seems to have worked very, very well. And the third part clearly is that you also had to take into account that sometimes the specialist manpower may or may not be able to travel. So how do we use the broadband? How do we use the remote working, which now seems to be a common thing for the, because of the 9 months into the pandemic. But remote working was another area, near centers was another area where we invested in.
Mr. Gurnani, the working from home trade has certainly helped Tech Mahindra. You've got your stock trading at all-time highs since you listed in 2006. We're focused on this vaccine, which has seen a bit of a reversal. Tell us how the pandemic, though, has, I guess, impacted your business and whether you see a change here or the working from home is here to stay.
To say that pandemic did not impact individuals on a personal, social level would be an understatement. The fact is that 125,000 employees, 90 countries where the pandemic was prevalent in all the countries around the world, we lost a few lives. And more important is also that we have to take into account on how to accelerate some of our technology solutions to work from home. So I'm happy that my team rallied together. They created safe, secure, and more importantly, an environment where individual productivity was aligned to the customer's expectations. It's worked out very well, and that's what you see in the results. I think the more important part also is that we as a company in Tech Mahindra did take into account that innovation, learning, social interactions all have to work together to deliver value to my clients. And I can only congratulate my team because they continued to innovate, they continued to look at how to become better every day. And while there has been personal impacts, I am proud to say that our association with customers has only become stronger.
What is growth looking like for Tech Mahindra and the tech industry as a whole?
I think you'll have to repeat the question, please.
Just trying to see what kind of further growth you're seeing in your business and perhaps whether or not you could also be expanding or hiring.
I think it's a bit early to say because though yesterday's announcement by Pfizer brought in cheer in our employees and our customers also, but overall I can say is global indicators indicate that almost all the industries are now in the revival mode. Earlier we used to say any product which can be consumed inside the room, inside the house, will do better, which effectively meant is that if you were in furnishings or if you were in, technology or broadband or in communication, everything or utilities, if you're consuming inside the home, you're doing better. But now, I think almost all industries, we have seen an uptick in aerospace, we have seen an uptick in automobiles and travel and hospitality, which were the laggards earlier. So I'm feeling a lot more confident about overall performance of the economy.
CP, tell me something here, though. You know, you get 40% of your sales from the telecom sector here. Now, 5G is going to be key to your growth with regards to that. With COVID, a lot of these telecommunication companies have been ramping up to get ready for 5G. The trouble is that CapEx has not been quite what it should be because of what's been going on with the pandemic. How has that hit your business, and how is it also hitting margins at the moment as you really seek to increase or widen those margins? And that's something which has been a bit elusive for you.
So Tech Mahindra is definitely invested and believe that it is a huge opportunity for Tech Mahindra. All our 5G centers of excellence, 5G competency centers, our partnership with Rakuten, partnership with Microsoft, and partnerships with other system integrators across the world clearly indicate that we are more ready than others. Yes, the takeoff is relatively slow, but what is appreciable is that the investment in the networks have actually improved. The reason they have improved is because to provide all of us a network which is continuously serving us both for data and voice, even in 4G the investments have gone up. Yes, I do agree that the best of 5G and the best of capital outlay would come in the H2 of 21, calendar year 21. Till that, it will be one or two people deciding or expanding their markets. But because 4G is being strengthened and some 5G rollouts, we feel good about it, and hence we have paced ourselves to be more available in H2 of FY21. We are not building capacity ahead of time.